Daily Download.
A surge in the debate over Iraq, what's new at the movies, and some bold new looks from New York's Fashion Week. Hello, everyone. I'm Voice of America's Rebecca Ward, and this is your Daily Download. We begin with the debate over Iraq here in the United States. The top military commander in Iraq, General Petraeus, has given us a report on the status of operations there. Then President Bush laid out his plans for Iraq, followed by what can only be called a rebuttal by the Democratic opposition. Our national correspondent Jim Malone now joins us in the studio. Jim, politically, what does all this mean?
Well, the president, in a sense, had a good week. The Petraeus report before Congress, the improvement on the security on the ground in Iraq, means the president can buy time now to give the Iraqis more time to get their political act together. Democrats are in a bit of a box. They can't really force an end to the war right now. But I think particularly Republicans in Congress looking long-term are worried. They're worried about their seats in 2008. They do not want an endless commitment to Iraq.
Thanks, Jim. Voice of America's Jim Malone. Now to some political wrangling on the other side of the world, in Russia, that is, where President Vladimir Putin shook up the government this week by naming an almost unknown as prime minister. The unexpected nomination of Viktor Zubkov was confirmed this week by the Duma. Zubkov is a financial regulator who worked for Putin in the 90s and was the head of Russia's anti-money laundering agency. Zubkov has not ruled out a run for the presidency to replace Putin in 2008. The summer season is not yet over, but Hollywood has sure pulled the plug on fun, can't wait to take the kids to the movies type movies. Fall films are heading in a more serious direction, starring with In the Valley of Elah, delivering an anti-war message with the help of Tommy Lee Jones and anti-war stalwart Susan Sarandon. As the grieved parents of an Iraqi soldier gone missing, they enlist the help of police detective Charlize Theron. If you decide to skip this somewhat depressing theme, don't fret too much. There are many more anti-war films slated for release in the coming months. Jodie Foster is the brave one, a female vigilante in the vein of Charles Bronson with better hair. After losing her fiancé in a violent attack in Central Park, Foster loses her cool, buys a gun, and shoots a lot of thugs. The brave one is expected to top the box office this week. Oh, did I say the season of fun films was over? Well, it is for me. But for those of you who enjoy what we call potty humor, there's still Billy Bob Thornton's Mr. Woodcock to look forward to. It also stars, coincidentally, Susan Sarandon as the love-struck mom whose son, Sean William Scott, tries to detach her from his sadistic former high school coach.
Is this the best you guys could do? Me?
Yep, it's official. Despite mixed reviews from his last go-round in 2006, the Oscar folks have asked him back. Jon Stewart is pleased to be asked for a second time because he says the third time's the charm. What says I love you better than a gift? Humans aren't the only ones to have found that a present goes a long way toward winning favor with the opposite sex. Scientists from Japan's Kyoto University studying wild chimpanzees in Guinea, West Africa here. For the first time ever, they saw another species besides humans exchanging gifts. In this case, a ripe papaya goes a long way toward keeping your sweetie happy. Fashion Week New York showing off some new trends for the spring.
This bag is garbage, this bag is garbage. That's the name of the brand of these bags, and they really are made of garbage. They're made of recycled plastic bags. The idea of eco-friendly fashion sounded like, hippies in hemp. Now it's actually real fashion. Designers at the high end are getting into it.
Of course, not all the 2008 spring collections are so trashy, pun intended. According to the fashionistas, there's lots of color, femininity, and flair in the new wardrobes. One big change you'll see, though, a more streamlined, classic look in the couture, and lots of dresses. New York is just the first of the spring fashion shows, more later in Paris and Milan. You can find the latest news, big or small, from around the world on our website, 24 hours a day at voanews.com. And while you're there, don't forget to check out the video of the day, right over there to the right of the Daily Download. From the Voice of America newsroom, I'm Rebecca Ward. Thanks for joining us.